As you can see, I've already taken a lot of this to the white, and I have most of the green off. I'm using the white stone, and I'm going to continue to get the rest of this pale green off because I want all this completely white. And the white is about as thin as a piece of paper. And if you get burn marks while you're doing this, that means you have your PSI set way too high, and you have to keep turning it down. I have this set about 7 PSI, and sometimes it's different with different eggs. What works on one will not work for the next. So you usually have to play with your PSI until you get it the way you want it for that egg. What I did before I got this far, I did use my diamond football to get most of the green off. You have to use gentle strokes, as you can see, just to leave just enough where you can use the white stone to get your the rest of the green and the diamond marks, or your carving marks that your other bits have left behind. As you can see, I'm left-handed, so it works better if I push it away from me. It'll take more off the eggshell. This is with any bit. If you're right-handed, you would bring it towards you to take off more of the shell. This is a very long process. Because you cannot go too fast on this. You will mess up. But one good thing about it is if you do puncture your white, you can use drywall spackling. Use the pink, and that goes on pink and dries white. That way you can tell when it's dry, but it absolutely matches the same color. You may have to sand it down. And as you can tell, I've obviously had to use it, or else I wouldn't have it sitting here. I'll be making other videos to demonstrate the different bits that I use. I do tend to play with different bits. I generally use the same ones, but sometimes it just doesn't seem to be working for the look that I'm trying to achieve. So as you can see, I keep a plentiful supply of different types of bits. And I will play with different bits and change out frequently until I get the desired effect that I'm looking for on my eggshells. you can see, I constantly turn my egg to get the different light, get in the different angles, to make sure I can get all the green off. You have to excuse my video. I'm trying to do this and I'm by myself. I don't have a cameraman to run my camera for me. Remember, don't push down too hard. Let your bit do the work. As you can see, this is a trademarked thing. I'm making it for a fellow egg group. I do not make and sell trademarked items. I make them as gifts and giveaways. I'm using the Turbo Carver, high-speed rotary air tool, and you can hear my California air compressor as it's filling up its little tank. It's still not very loud even when it is running, and that's what I really like about it. The squeal of my engraving tool is louder than anything. prices on my eggs. The more white you see on an egg, the higher the price is going to be. Because you leave yourself open to so many mistakes with the more white that you show. And you can totally ruin an egg. And as you can see, it's a whole lot more time consuming. So the more time, the higher the cost. Here, for example, I'm going to change back over to my diamond. Take some more of the screen off. I'm not going to up my PSI because this is so delicate. I don't want to dig into the shell. I just want to shave the green off. And I may just use this one to finish out this egg. guess I had to edit the other part out. Due to not being on camera, I changed my bits. As you can see, I am now using a diamond football to take the green off a little bit faster. I did not change my PSI. It is still at 7. Because I just want to shave, just barely touch the surface. And yes, I constantly turn my eggs. When I'm carving. And there is one. Now, on to the next. You will see as you're taking off layers that the layers on these emu eggs are like in rows. They curve up and down like this. So you will get to white faster in some areas than you will others. So that's why you will constantly see me go in the opposite direction as well. So that way I won't take the white any further down than I wanted to, so I don't puncture through while I'm still trying to get the green that's very right next to it. And that other noise you hear is my dust blower. It's collecting the egg dust as I carve. Egg dust is very dangerous to inhale. So I always have my dust collector running. And 99% of the time, I wear a mask as well. I would rather be safe than sick. And I don't mean just temporary sick. I'm talking permanent lung damage. This can be a very dangerous hobby if you don't take precautions. this video is not going to be very good. Me. You can tell when I push down too hard on my bit myself, because you'll hear it just about stop. And that's the same on me, because I'm supposed to be letting the bit work. You can see, maybe, to make sure you can see, when I'm using my diamond bit, I tend to pull towards me so it takes off less of the shell, because I don't want to take it off too fast. And this takes it off a whole lot faster than the white polisher does. Here at the edge where it's really deep green, I do want it to take off a little bit more. I promise I will put a video out there showing a complete egg stage from beginning to end. And then hopefully I can learn how to manipulate the camera and the video and shorten it to where you get a good lengthy video, a good informative video. And feel free to always contact me if there's a question that you have about egg carving, or something that I've done, the reason why I did something the way I did. I'm not an expert in this. I consider myself an intermediate egg carver, but I'd like to help all those that are just beginning. I didn't have anybody to turn to. I had to pay for classes that expert eggers were doing, and I know they make their money doing that. And I still send people to them. Gary LeMaster has some awesome classes. He was my mentor. And I am not dissing his classes and telling people not to take them. Not in the least. I do send a lot of new carvers to him. His videos really helped me learn how to carve eggs. But not everybody can afford to pay for classes. I know he has a lot more I would like to take, but I too am short on cash. So, I will just have to learn by experience. School of hard knocks, right? So, there you have it. The green is just about off. And you can't always get it all the way off, because you will go through. Every egg has weakness in shells and different layers. And this is going to be painted anyway. So, that is why I will, be painting this one as well. I'm changing bits again. I'm going to the white stone on this one. Because I'm going to go back and do touch up on my writing. I'm using a much sharper stone. This is what they look like out of the container. This is what they look like when you use them a lot. But you want them as sharp as they can be when you want to really get the detail. And I do wear jeweler's glasses, magnifiers. so I can see the real fine detail that I need to see.